If you take the last couple of winters as a guide, then driving in a couple of inches of snow is something we'd all better get used to. Now, that could fill you with dread, unless you have a four-wheel drive at your disposal. But what happens if you put a 4x4 through its paces in some really tough conditions? Well, these are the snowy foothills of Vermont, a far cry from the slush and drizzle of the M1, but the perfect terrain to test out a true British icon.
We're going to run in convoy because we'll probably have to. If anybody gets stuck, that's the vehicle with a winch.
And so after the prerequisite safety briefing, it's on with the boots and gloves and out onto the open road. But how are our participants feeling about the journey ahead?
I did the Merlet drive, which is across Europe. I think it starts in Chamonix and you drive up to Grand Monte and Chamonix and you drive across through the Chamonix Valley. It's amazing, it's fantastic. Through the night, up and down, black runs, extraordinary, it was amazing.
So this is Fred, my instructor for the day, who not only lives in these parts, he also spends his entire life in Land Rovers.
The main roads are kept under control by the snowplows, but as we head off the beaten track, things start to get a little more interesting.
So here we are, buried deep in Vermont on a Class 4 trail. That's the most extreme, and things are going to get a little bit hardcore. So we've jacked up the air suspension and we're slapping on the snow chains.
We've got a bit of altitude ahead of us, I think, but we've got water and trail mix. So, you know, it's all going to be good.
Once on, the chains make a noticeable difference to the car's ability to take on even more extreme conditions.
So having fitted the snow chains, the idea now is to take that trail straight through the middle of the forest. Apparently is the toughest in the area. But as you can see, we've hit a bit of an impasse. So, old-fashioned tools.
Now, just get into drive.
Yeah.
All right. And now, you don't want to be aggressive, but you maybe want to be a little bit assertive. A little more throttle. Keep it steady. A little left, keep it steady. A little more throttle. Gradually build, try and build momentum gradually. Gradually try and build up. A little more throttle, just a little bit. Good. Now you can feel the car starting to hook up. See, you feel it? It's a gradual, it's a crescendo. It's a crescendo of momentum.
The chains perform a superb job breaking through the fresh snow, but sometimes in these conditions, even chains aren't enough.
So we've hit our first big problem of the day. We've got about 3 foot of fresh snow and it's tightly packed ice underneath. So our LR4 has got stuck.
A little bit, Bob.
So we've cranked out the wind, we've trapped it to a tree behind us, and now we're going to pull all the vehicles through. Lunch is looking a long time away.
Thankfully though, it's not long before the cars are back on the move and giving the snow a right royal pounding.
So there you go. It's pretty impressive stuff. Not exactly 100 miles an hour on a racetrack, but this is still fantastic fun.
We had an amazing day. We're at the end of it. It's just been breathtakingly beautiful. Incredible Vermont scenery, incredible performance from the ranges, supercharged and otherwise extraordinary. And I recommend that you come up here and this is your tool.